has requested for us to show some more fruit preserving videos, and it was just perfect timing to do this because peaches are ready to be preserved. We got these when we went out on our girls' day at Ham Orchards. So each of these boxes is half a bushel, so we have a whole bushel. And we're gonna start with canned peach slices, and then if we have extra, we may do something else. All right, so first what we're gonna do is we're going to put the peaches in boiling water for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna put them in ice water, and then we should be able to just peel off the skin. Here I have 7 cups of warm water, and since we like to do things no sugar, I'm going to use a 1/3 cup of honey, and I'm going to mix it in here to make our syrup.
Having a good time? You having fun?
Now what we're going to do is take our honey syrup and put it in these jars, and we're going to fill them to leave like a 1/4 inch of headspace. So right now we just sort of filled the peaches so that there's like an inch of headspace, and then we're going to fill them so there's only a 1/4 inch headspace. So it's going to cover the peaches. This is what your jars should look like when you have them filled with syrup. Peaches, you've removed the air bubbles around the edges, so pretty much you're just going to take your little air bubble remover tool and stick it down the sides and work your way around, and that should get all the air bubbles out. Make sure you measure your headspace, and then when you're done that, you can clean the rims with vinegar and put on your 2-piece canning lids. And you only want to turn these rings fingertip tight, not super tight, just tight, you know. Now what I'm going to go do is put these in a water bath canner, and I'm going to process them for 25 minutes. A couple of basics if you're new to water bath canning is that you do not need a water bath canner. You can just use a pot. So I'll show you guys what pot I'm using. So pretty much your pot needs to be tall enough that you can put your jar in that you want to use, and there's still at least a couple of inches above, because you're going to need to cover these with water. So this pot's going to be pretty full. And then you need to put a rack on the bottom. So because we have a pressure canner, our pressure canner rack fits in this pot. But if you do not have a rack, you can use canning the rings here on the lids to make a little rack for them, because it's important that they don't touch the bottom. So this pot holds 7 quart jars, so that's how many we did. So you'll need to make as many jars as can fit in your pot. And then you're going to make sure that they're covered a couple inches with water, and then boil them for 25 minutes.
Waiting to do more canning?
Hey, Abby! After the canner was done processing those 7 quarts for 25 minutes, we let it sit for 5 minutes before removing all of the jars from the canner. We made, I believe, a total of 14 quarts here, and we did all slices in that same honey syrup, and then the rest we just used. So we did do some freezer ones, and we usually use that to make sorbet. And then the canned ones we like to use in this rice dessert that I'll leave linked below. And what was left of that bushel of peaches we ate. So we did freeze a lot, but we also left a little bit of the nicer looking ones to eat. Thanks y'all for coming along with us. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave any of your thoughts or questions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.